Hi everyone, thanks for tuning into your reading. I hope you guys are doing well. So it's time for your weekly How Do They Feel For You reading. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pull a few messages at the start, from your person. And then I will have pre-shuffled Avalon Oracle cards, Romance Angels, and the Emotional Barometer cards to get further information on how your person feels. Then we're going to look at several different aspects of the relationship and whatever comes through regarding their feelings. I'm going to go ahead and say that. Then over in the extended, we're going to do the Tarot of Sexual Magic. We're also going to look at the future and the outcome and things like that in the extended and do some more messages. Over here, we're going to do charms too at the end, okay? So stick around for that. You guys let me know if you like the charms, if that's something that you guys enjoy and it resonates with you. I try to do them, once or twice a week. I can do them more often or less often depending on, the feedback I get. But they're kind of fun, I think. Anyways, to get started with group 1, the card that come out for you guys is when someone loves you, the way they talk about you is different. You feel safe when he says your name. Jess C. Scott, the intern. That's group 1. For group 2, we have I want to be your south wind, bringing good and fruitful things only. Anais Nin, that's group 2. And for group 3, we have she is at once completely familiar to me, but at the same time, she is also a complete mystery to me in some ways. And there are times when we are lying in bed and I look over and sort of have a start. And that is group 3. So pause the video if you need more time. I'm going to put the random.org link down below. Guys, let me know in the comment section if that's been resonating for you when you use that. And then you can use your intuition to pick, go with the one that you're drawn to or use your intuition. You can pause the video to meditate on the cards to see which one draws you most. And if you do get into the reading, since it is a general reading and won't resonate for everybody, and find that it isn't resonating for you, feel free to choose another group or come back another day, okay? So I think that's everything. And also, you guys, I did do a pop-up giveaway this week where someone won a free reading from me. And so I'm going to do that every once in a while now. So that's just more incentive for you guys to comment in the comment section. If you don't want to share your story, that's fine. One of the things that I find useful to do is like, if say you pick group 3 or group 2. So you pick group 2 and, you want to go in the comment section and hit 2 and put that you put group 2 and that you picked group 2. So that the next time that you come on this reading or you find this reading, happen upon this reading, say like 6 months from now, and you can't remember, what group you picked, or if you even picked a group, you can go through the comment section and see, that you had picked something, and then you can kind of reflect on that or, pick a different group. Things change over time, right? This is a snapshot of present energies, right? And so take it as such, take what resonates, forget what doesn't. And we're going to get started with group 1. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Also, if you'd like a personal reading, my contact information is in the description box below. And welcome to my new subscribers. I appreciate you guys. And if you're new here, welcome. We do pick a card readings here a few times a week. And so if you do like the reading, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. And if you hit the bell, you'll receive notifications when I upload a new video. So talk to you guys in a minute. Hi everyone, thanks for tuning into your reading. I hope you guys are doing well. So go ahead and think about your love interest. This is your weekly How Do They Feel For You reading. So angels, spirits, and guides for the strongest collective energy of everyone who has tuned in for group 1. How does their person feel about them? How does their person really feel about them? I'm going to start off with messages. I've just realized that I neglected to pre-shuffle some cards. Your Romance Angels card and Avalon card, and I did pre-shuffle your School of Life card though, so I got that much right. So bear with me, fast forward if you want. Angels, spirits, and guides for those who would choose group 1. Give us clarity and guidance on this reading. How do they feel for group 1? How does group 1's person feel? Okay, got that one. And just one more. For everyone who is tuned into group 1, how does their person feel? Okay. All right, now back to our regular programming. If you have any questions or concerns, group 1, go ahead and think about those now. Let's tune into their energy, please, Spirit. Okay. Ooh, one just flew out. I cannot forgive you for the hurt you caused me. Okay, so maybe some of you are thinking that, or maybe this is a message from your person. Just take it how it resonates. It's a general reading. But that did fly out. So, and it flew out right after I asked you guys to focus on what you wanted to know. I only really care about my own wants, needs, and desires. Yours, not so much. Wow. I can already tell this is going to be a fun reading. I do like you, but I question the growth potential in this relationship. Let's get one more message, please, from Group 1's love interest. I am honestly getting that for some of you, this is what you're thinking. This is how you feel. But you're here watching the reading, so let your person come through. Angels, spirits, and guides. And for the rest of you, this really is what your person is saying to you. I'm no longer seeking closure with you. I consider the matter done. And I daydream about you a lot, but I probably won't take action and pursue you. Let's see what's going on here. This explains to me why the card we got from the emotional barometer is I'm feeling anxious. So with regard to you in this connection, your person's feeling anxious. And the part of that card I was drawn to is just basically they feel kind of intense and vulnerable, and they feel it in their body. Maybe this person has anxiety issues that contribute to the way they feel, but that's not the only reason why they feel anxious. It's because of these messages. Some of you have done something that hurt this person. Also, I'm getting that for some of them, they just don't have enough information about you. Maybe you have been out of touch for a while and they don't have enough information about you or the situation to make a major life decision about this connection. I feel like this person, they use their imagination a lot, but sometimes in a negative way. So when they're daydreaming about you, they could be daydreaming about telling you off for some of you. And for others of you, they're daydreaming about everything that could go wrong. Others, they daydream about the potential that may exist in this connection, but they're not convinced that there really is a lot of potential here. I'm getting for some of you, your person is quite ambitious. Like this card says, and I feel drawn to read verbatim from the card here. So more than just your person. This is about more than just your person here. Somebody needs to hear this. It says that because we can imagine so much more than we have and live in ambitious, mediatized societies where envy and restlessness are constant, it makes it hard for us to make major life decisions, and we experience anxiety. There is no need to be anxious that we are anxious. So sometimes some people just feeling anxious makes them feel more anxious, right? That could be the case with your person. And the mood is no sign that our lives have gone wrong, merely that we are alive. So I think this person, if you make this person feel anxious, they automatically experience that as a red flag. When in fact, it could be just that they have anxiety, or that there's something about you that reminds them of something that they need to deal with within themselves that really doesn't have anything to do with you or isn't a reflection of you, but it's their own stuff, their own issues, okay? For some of you, you know, maybe you did hurt this person and you know who you are. So take that message that this person feels anxious because you hurt them, and that's why they feel anxious about you now. And so now they're putting their own needs ahead of yours. And others of you, you're just dealing with a taker who just is that type of person that, you know, cares only about themselves. So feeling guided to look at this. We've got the dog, and this did come out in reverse, but for some of you, you might be born in the year of the dog, your person was. And it's the card of loyalty, sincerity, unconditional love. Okay. Again, it did come out in reverse. So, you know, regardless of who it's talking about, you or your person, it's saying that there is a lack of sincerity, loyalty, and unconditional love in this connection. And for themselves, I'm hearing for themselves as well. Somebody needs to love themselves, you know, enough to be able to love someone else. Because loving someone else is actually a gift that we give ourselves. That was deep. I'm not high, I'm brilliant. No, I'm just kidding. That was a message from Spirit. So angel spirits and guides for group 1. Let's see the situation, please. Show me their person's energy or the situation at present here. Got 2 cards that flew out. Got the Moon card in reverse. Somebody has received some sort of clarity. And the 9 of Wands. So there is some sort of truth that has been revealed, perhaps recently. I'm seeing somebody letting their fears get the better of them. Also, I'm seeing somebody like focusing on the past with the 8 of Cups in reverse. The Tower moment that happened in the past and this connection. So I get that your person, again, they're assessing the value of this connection and they're looking at it through the lens of whatever happened in the past. So even if they saw like a future with you, it's still tainted by whatever happened in the past. And they're hoping that you've learned your lessons from the past, you know, especially if you resonate with that you hurt this person. And, you know, those who resonate that way know that. But for the rest of you, if, you know, whatever they've done wrong, they're hoping that they are learning from the past. You know, they're hoping that they are fully learning their lessons too. And I do think they think about, you know, coming back to you or you coming back to them. With the 9 of Wands here in reverse, it's because this person is lonely. They miss you. They do miss you. They're also a little bit skeptical, paranoid, defensive. But some sort of clarity could be giving them more faith going forward, or could have helped them to develop some faith in some way, shape, or form here. Got the 4 of Swords that fell out. I'm not going to take it. It fell on the floor. 4 of Swords in reverse. So what that talks about is somebody being very restless and anxious. So it's doubling down on what we already know. Their anxiety, some of them do have an anxiety issue. And it's related to heartbreak. Maybe they don't want to get their heart broken by you, or they did. Maybe they broke your heart and they know that healing needs to take place, and it makes them feel anxious thinking about that. Or just the reality of that coming back to you will mean having to help you heal from this broken heart. Some of them don't give themselves enough time to rest and recover and can make themselves sick as a result of that. Maybe they're a workaholic, or they just don't know how. Maybe they have insomnia. Some of them have difficulty allowing themselves to really rest and rejuvenate. And that contributes to their overall generalized anxiety here. I'm not a psychologist, and I shouldn't have to say that. I think you guys know. There's just this disclaimer in the description box for anybody that wants to look, but this is just what I'm getting. And we've got the 8 of Wands in reverse here. For some of you, this could be like a secret affair, or this is you're dealing with a fickle and flirtatious person, or you have been that way, or they feel like you are. I get that this person feels like having an affair with you. If you're with someone else, or they are. That 8 of Wands in reverse talks about that to me. But also I'm getting just general like frustrations about the problems that the 2 of you have had. There are delays in this connection, difficulties getting together. I think this upsets your person, or it has upset you. We've got the Queen of Swords at the back of the deck. So regardless of gender or sign, she talks about somebody who is not going to put up with any nonsense. And if you're not there for her, then she's not going to deal with you. And so maybe that's what's happened here. How does group 1's person feel, Spirit? Clarify, please. Got the High Priestess. I think that it helps. This person does feel emotionally connected to you, but unfortunately it's an emotional connection through pain. Like you guys have something in common pain-wise, like the hurt that was caused in this connection, the hurt feelings. They can relate to the hurt feelings they caused you, or vice versa. They feel you can relate to the hurt feelings that you caused them, or that you guys have been through similar hurt feelings in the past. If this is a newer connection, it's like you guys both know what it means to have your heart broken, or to have experienced loss or regrets or grief, or feeling unloved and or abandoned here. And through that, you guys are connected. And so that makes sense to me. With I daydream a lot about you, but I probably won't take action to pursue you, because the High Priestess is someone that sits on her throne and she doesn't really move. She lets other people come to her. She's a wealth of information. She's very learned and understands the mystery of life, you know, from her detached perspective, but others have to come to her temple to talk to her. And so I don't know why that's important to say. Maybe this person is wanting you to come and talk to them. And that's why they're letting you know. You know, until you do so, they don't see the growth potential in this connection. They consider the case closed. But they do feel connected to you spiritually and emotionally connected to you. Like I said, it looks like it's a connection through the sense of loss and the sense of grief that the two of you share over the connection. Okay, we've got the Three of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so subconsciously this person, they just can't see their way forward. I'm getting that, you know, they might be intuitive when it comes to you, but they're still learning to trust their insight, trust their intuition. So when it comes to like seeing a way forward, they don't really see a way forward in this connection. It's like they just see more delays, you know, and they might not even be aware of the fact that the reason they feel anxious about your connection, or the reason that they don't see a way forward in this connection, or they're not convinced of its growth potential, has to do with their own lack of belief in themselves and their own lack of foresight or connection to their own intuition with regard to, you know, their life as a whole. With you, it's decent, you know, it's a good connection, you know, good insights or intuition with regard to you, but with regard to, you know, what to do about this connection, there is blockages, and there is this sense that they don't believe in themselves, that they can't plan a way forward, that they have fear or a belief that nothing but setbacks is going to happen. Like, they just cannot see a way forward here. Maybe they already tried to approach you once before and the plans fell apart. This person has a tendency to think small. I feel, again, that has to do with not really trusting in themselves. Yeah, we've got this walking away here. So we've got an emotionally manipulative masculine here. And we've got someone walking away. And I feel like for the majority of you, it was you who, or not you, but this person walked away from you. And if you walked away, they pushed you away, okay? You feel like they pushed you away, but your person feels kind of abandoned or unloved. They feel really conflicted. This person has a bit of an ego problem. Maybe your guys' egos clash. You guys get into petty arguments, and that was like one of the things that you guys dealt with when you were together, or dealt with in the past. But I am seeing this. You know, King of Cups in reverse is an emotionally manipulative person who doesn't have, you know, they're not really balanced, and they're not in touch. They don't have a lot of emotional intelligence. They have the potential for that, but there's a blockage to that. And they also have, like I said, a blockage to their intuition. So this is affecting their ability to see things, you know, to see how you guys can progress this. It's like they have hope for this connection, I feel, like underneath it all, but also they don't know what's holding them back, really. It's to do with their own lack of trust in themselves and their own lack of foresight that's been blocked since it looks like the past. And then with their behavior being what it was, you know, you moved on to greener pastures, or they did. If they thought they were moving on to greener pastures, they withdrew from you, they moved on, they abandoned the situation. If that's your story and it resonates, then take it. If it's not, then don't take that part of the reading or choose a different reading. But this is what I'm getting here. So we definitely see a separation here in the past due to emotional manipulation. At the very least, somebody emotionally withdrawing, retreating. We have got the Four of Cups. So your person is feeling like, well, they want there to be a new outlook or a new perspective on this connection. They want to be able to look at it in a different way. I feel like the universe is trying to step in and help them to see the writing on the wall, to see the truth about the situation, to give them clarity on their path forward, not only with regard to this relationship, but with regard to their life in general. So the universe is trying to show them, or they want the universe to show them, I think it's both, that, you know, how they can move this forward, what path to take. Can they have a rebirth in this connection with you? And if so, how can they do it? So that's what this person wants. They want a new outlook, a new direction, a new opportunity with you. They feel like they're missing something. That's the Knight of Cups. I'm sorry. This is the King of Cups. So in the past position, this person was the Knight of Cups energy, but it's still somebody who is emotionally manipulative. The Knight is just a less mature version of the King of Cups, but similar energies. Your person was a moody jerk face. All it really adds to the reading is that they could have had unrealistic expectations for you or this connection. And then I'm getting also this person was superficial too, focusing on the wrong things instead of like focusing on image, money, pleasure, and stuff, instead of focusing on your guys' compatibility or equal give and take in the relationship and the more meaningful aspects of relationships, okay? That was in the past. In the present, okay, we're seeing growth happen here. I should use these cards more. That's why I'm using them today, to try to use them more and get more familiar with them. But the Knight of Cups in reverse, your person is feeling like they are becoming, and they want to become, I hear, the King of Cups. So maybe in some ways they have advanced, they have progressed. They're no longer so immature as they were before, no longer so manipulative. And we can see that with the Four of Cups in reverse here, that this person is not wanting to be withdrawn from this connection, rejecting offers. Maybe they rejected your love offer, or just were like dissatisfied, malcontent in their life, not happy with anything that they were getting. And now we're seeing like they're trying to appreciate things differently, or they're becoming more appreciative as their emotional intelligence grows with that King of Cups here. So this is somebody that I feel like your person knows that they need to be a supportive leader, be more tolerant, be more empathetic. They need to have unblocked intuition. They need to be in touch with their emotions and own those emotions. This person needs to be more mature. They still have like, you know, they're not perfect. They still have their shadow sides like jealousy and wanting a lot of attention, but they also want to give a lot of attention and be supportive and protective of you and you know, the people they care about. So this is like who they would ideally be. And, you know, regardless if you're watching for a man or a woman, this person feels that they could be this King of Cups. They just need a new approach. And this is their conscious area. This is what they're conscious of, so they know that this is what's needed here. So let's look at the Romance Angels cards before I get you guys some charms. We've got calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you guys together. So I feel like, honestly, that your person, since that came out in reverse, that they're not really calling you in, right? Because we saw that this person said, you know, that they only care about themselves and you hurt them. And even though they daydream about you, they have questions about the growth potential and they're not seeking closure any longer. They consider it done. This person, though, still feels connected to you. So they can't help it. They're connected to you. So it's like in the movie The Secret. The law of attraction is working, whether you realize it, understand it, believe in it or not. And so this person is connected to you. And even though they're not trying to manifest you right now, you guys are soulmates, and so they could be they're manifesting something with you, but it's probably going to be something of a miscreation, right? Because they're trying to block it, or because they don't believe or trust in themselves to make the right decisions on how to move towards you. They want to be that person, but they don't trust in themselves that they can be that person, that they can make plans that will work out, you know, and that they can progress in this connection in a meaningful way. It's like they don't know how to fix things or in what way it could be fixed. And so they don't really have faith in that they're aware that they should and that they want to and that they could, maybe, but you know, so they're manifesting from that place of mixed feelings. And when you have a mixed focus, then you attract mixed results, okay? But the most positive takeaway from this card in this reading is just that, you know, you can pray and affirm, visualize that this person starts to have faith in themselves, starts to believe in their ability to manifest in a positive way, to see the value in this connection, and there's still a chance for you guys to be together, and that it can be meaningful and positive for both of you, and that this person, you know, can develop emotionally and can and is worthy of creating a positive outcome here and taking a new approach to this connection, and can be in touch with their feelings and can grow up and can be all of the things and can learn from the past and the past mistakes, and that you can as well. But if you don't want to do all that, bottom line, this person is your soulmate, but I already knew that. We have lots of soulmates, okay? And they all come in, some for a season, some for a lifetime, but they all come in for a reason. So let's get your charms. Angel, spirits, and guides, for those tuned in for group 1. What guidance do you have for them from the charms, please? All right, we've got the let me absorb, let me absorb. So this person has cried over you in this connection. You might not know that you hurt this person, but yeah, for a good percentage of you, your person has been hurt by this connection, and they have cried over you, okay? We've got the googly eye, so this person keeps their eye on you. I feel like this person could be looking at your pictures or watching you. They do like what they see when they do see you, but, you know, for what that's worth. And then we've got, you remove the air from my lungs. So basically, you take this person's breath away. So it goes along with the googly eye, that this person is attracted to you, and when they do see you, they like what they see. And I think this is kind of cute how that landed, because we have the beast here chasing a butterfly. So it's like, if it's your person is the beast, right? Trying to clean up their act, trying to go from being that little beastly beast that he was when Belle first got to the castle and he was acting up and just temperamental and throwing fits all the time, to trying to refine himself, clean himself up, become more of this Queen of Cups energy, while chasing this butterfly, which seems to be eluding him, right? Butterflies flit. They're kind of difficult to catch. This person feels that this butterfly has done them an injustice, but this person very shyly, just like the beast was shy, wants to extend their hand and, you know, maybe like in the movie, invite you to dinner in hopes that you won't reject their offer, right? This is something that I mean, this is the energy here. Not that I'm getting that this person's going to invite you to dinner anytime in the near future, but I do feel that this person is thinking about and strategizing and trying to be reasonable about this connection and whether or not it has potential. And I think that they feel that it does. You know, with that butterfly being about transformation. And this is also their awareness that they're chasing transformation, that they need to, you know, they need to allow this transformation to take place. And that there is something worthwhile and beautiful in this connection. And that, you know, this person does have a lot of affection for you. You still bring joy to this person. Like, the good memories bring them a lot of joy. For some of you, this person really even loves you. But they have self-esteem issues. And I think they struggle with being optimistic. And I think their enthusiasm gets turned inward and distorted and becomes anxiety. So maybe you just overstimulate this person, make them feel joyful, make them feel anxious, or you did in the past, and they interpreted that as anxiety, because that can happen, especially with people who've experienced trauma in the past or really bad breakups or pain or heartbreak in the past, loss in the past. You know, maybe you both were abandoned as children or something like that. I did do a reading, What Are Their Inner Child Wounds? That's on my channel. Check that out if you feel drawn to, where it could give you more info on that. But this is what I have for you, Group 1. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to take it over the extended, and the link for that will be down below. We're going to get advice on the situation. We're going to look at the environment, who's around your person. Excuse me. We're going to look at their fears and their hopes, as well as Spirit's big message for the reading, like the outcome of the reading. So, and then we'll do the Tarot of Sexual Magic and get more messages. So I'll see you over there if you're going to follow me. And thanks to those of you who have followed me. Thanks to those of you who have subscribed. And if you do subscribe, you can hit the bell to receive notifications when I upload a video. If this is your story and you feel like sharing, I'd love to read it. You can leave it in the comment section. And if you'd like a private reading, my contact information is in the description box below. Talk to you guys next time. Hi everyone. Thanks for tuning into your reading. I hope you guys are doing well. So we're going to do your How Do They Feel For You reading. I have some cards pre-shuffled. The Romance Angels, you got an extra of the Avalon cards, and then I've got an Emotional Barometer card pre-shuffled, and we're going to start with messages from your person. So go ahead and think about your love interest. Angel spirits and guides for those who have tuned in for this reading. The strongest collective energy of everyone who has chosen group 2. Can we get messages from their love interest, please? Group 2, go ahead and think about any questions that you might have or concerns and see if we can get Spirit to answer those questions for you. Let's get messages from Group 2's person, their love interest's higher self. What would their person say? What would their person like to tell them? It says, relax. It only makes things harder when you're domineering, overwhelming, and demanding. Some of you could be dealing with a fire sign or be a fire sign yourself. We've got, I'm afraid this relationship can't work because we're too far apart. Also got Aquarius energy here. I can see us growing old together. You already feel so familiar to me. Also have Earth sign energy here. So this person has their fears about the connection. Some of you live at a distance or you're in separation. Could be you're in separation because either you or your person is demanding or domineering, but the person is saying they feel overwhelmed. Let's get one more message. What else does this person want to say? I'm watching and paying close attention to you. I'm making sure everything adds up. I like to know what I'm getting into. Okay. More Swords energy. I think this person really finds you and this connection overwhelming, even disruptive for some. And so it's like they're not taking you or this relationship at face value. They're wanting to watch and make sure. They're skeptical about the relationship. And they already said they have fears. They can see you as someone they can grow old with, but at the same time, it's like you need to relax. You're overwhelming to them. Okay. So remember, this is a general reading. It won't resonate for everyone. If you get into the reading and find it doesn't fit your situation, you can always choose another group or come back another day and choose another reading, okay? So I'm going to set your oracle cards aside and we're going to get started here with the tarot cards. Using the Cosmic Tarot deck. I think I'm starting to get it more broken in, so that's good. And bear with me as I shuffle Angel Spirits and Guides for Group 2. How does our person really feel about them? How does Group 2's person really feel about them? Excuse me. For those who will choose Group 2, how does their person really feel about them? The Fool in reverse, more Aquarius energy. Too many cards, I'm taking it back. Your person could be feeling, they feel unprepared. And they feel absent, or that you're absent. We've got the Two of Wands in reverse, more fire sign energy. So it looks like the situation, there could be some plans falling apart here. Maybe there was plans to have a new start or a recovery in the connection, plans to kiss and make up, have forgiveness or move on from something. Maybe it's been taking a long time for you to hear from this person, or they've been waiting for you to reach out. But either way, I'm getting like those plans have fallen apart. At present, your person feels like the plans have fallen apart. Maybe they were thinking small. Maybe they've had some travel problems. Maybe some of them are in another connection. Okay. Yeah, it's like you guys had plans to have a reunion, but those plans have stalled out for whatever reason. We have the King of Pentacles here. That's earth sign energy. So you could be an earth sign strong in your chart, or they could, but either way, this person is coming across as somebody who is a solid and practical leader. The King of Pentacles is a wise investor. They're a sensual person. They're more focused on the luxuries and material possessions and status than they are on emotions. They're very good at practical decision. They have good practical intelligence. I'm getting that however good their practical intelligence is, and however good they might be regarding money, the material, work, home, or business, they are bad at planning this reunion, okay? They are not doing a good job of planning or thinking up ways of having a new start in this connection, having a recovery in this connection. For someone out there, like one person, you guys are planning to renew your vows, but that's not for everyone, just had to say it. But there is this energy of some sort of celebration being put on the back burner, not coming through. But at the very least, there's a need to move forward, move on, move up in this connection, or there needs to be forgiveness here. And your person is feeling like, you know, plans have fallen apart. Again, could be travel problems. Could be that you are being unkind to this person, or they feel like you're being unkind to them, or you're giving them a cold shoulder. But just take it how it resonates. We'll see what else comes through. Yeah, it makes sense that this card, I can see us growing old together. You already feel so familiar to me, would come out with the King of Pentacles, because he's a homey, down-to-earth energy, and he is somebody that is concerned with the long term. He plans for the long term. He likes the tried and true. He likes things that stand the test of time. He's the type of person, you know, most likely to have a good retirement account, or, you know, a long-term plan for his future. And so he can see you there, but it's like things are not working out. So we've got the Moon card. So there's a lack of clarity. Somebody could be in denial, or there's been an error in judgment here. Somebody could fear change. There's some sort of weakness I'm getting as well. This is unseen problems. So it could be unseen travel problems that reared their ugly head, or unseen problems regarding a venue or planning to get together or have a reunion. It's like logistic problems here. So I get that you're, for some of you, you're really pissed off about it, and you're giving this person the cold shoulder, and they feel like, I don't know, they're trying, I guess, is what I'm getting. Like they're volunteering to make changes to please you, or to fix this, or to fix the situation, or they're trying to trust their intuition. But there is some fear here that is hindering, you know, their plans to have a new start with you. That's stopping their plans from for having a new start with you, or reconnecting with you, or progressing this connection. It's stopping that from happening. Some subconscious fears around their emotions, because they prefer to stay practical and in their head, and in the material, and dealing with what they can see and touch. Whereas like when it comes to their emotions, their feelings, that's like a dark, dank place for them, that they don't like to really go there that much. They could have pretty decent intuition, or you do, but I'm getting this as sort of a hindrance. Let's see what helps the situation. The lack of clarity is a hindrance, and the emotions are a hindrance too. That's too many, but that's the Wheel of Fortune. What helps the situation could be that something unexpected happens to move things forward, to end the cycle of this current cycle that you guys are in. for there to be some action. There could be some unexpected, yeah, some expected turn of fortune, some good luck that happens here, or could be happening currently. We have the Empress in reverse here. So it's like the feminine in the situation, like I said, I picked up on, is not happy with the way things are going right now. Okay, this could be your husband that you're here watching for, your wife you're here watching for, but either way, it's like there's sort of energy of something is amiss. Could be a mother figure as well, interfering with the moon and the Empress both. And if it is a mother figure, she might be anywhere from a complete and total manipulator, martyr who depends too much on her child and interferes with their relationships, to like a straight up mommy dearest who is hyper controlling and overly like image conscious to a crazy extreme, and that affects the relationship. But just take it how it resonates. That's going to resonate for somebody, but I feel like mostly this is somebody that your person is having difficulty feeling vulnerable. Okay. For others of you, if they are involved with someone else, that person, like if they're married or have another partner, if this is a third party situation, then it's likely that they're putting that person down. In other words, they're letting that person go. But it does come with it a lot of issues here. Emotional issues and logistic issues. And then we've got the Three of Wands in reverse. So it's almost like your person feels like, even though you might be mad about the delays in planning and the lack of planning or lack of ability to reunite or connect or to do something together, it's like it's actually helpful for this person. Maybe they're not aware of it. Maybe it's a subconscious thing that they subconsciously have created a delay in this connection because they have this mother or this other person to deal with. Or if there is nobody like that, it's like, if you're being at all dependent on this person, or if they feel like you're being dependent or you have limited resources and that's going to pose an obstacle for this connection, then they're feeling like it helps to delay the situation. It helps to have a lack of foresight and some setbacks in some weird sort of way, because I guess it gives you more time. Some of you guys have a kid, a bratty kid at that, or your person does. I'm getting this is especially true, this part about giving more time if this person's involved with somebody else. Delays to you guys reconciling is important and actually helpful in your person's opinion. They feel that's helpful because it gives them more time to have this breakup with this other person who could be very dependent on them. To sort of mitigate the heartbreak that's going to happen. I think your person feels like, apologizing to you, for being in denial or for making you wait a long time for this decision, for them to make this decision to take action, for them to see that, the purpose of having you in their life, and the future of the connection and where it can go. Okay. So let's look at subconscious. We already sort of got that, but I'm going to just ask anyway. Like unknown factors or subconscious feelings that your person has towards you, group 2. Nine of Pentacles. That your person likes to feel single. Even when they're in a relationship, they like to dress in name brand clothes, or they like to eat, at restaurants a lot and have their money in order. They just like to experience solo pleasures. They might have a lot of their own hobbies and like to keep their own money in their own bank account for their own purposes. You might not know this about this person. If that doesn't sound like them, it could be they're saying that that's you, that they view you as a little maybe high maintenance or something, or that you're the type that deserves someone who can treat them to the finer things in life. So look at what happened in the past here. to get us to this point, angel spirits and guides. How does this person feel about the past and what happened in the past between group 2 and their love interest? We've got the Page of Swords in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and the Two of Pentacles. So your person could have reconciled, left you to reconcile with somebody else, okay? Somebody they had a child with. That's not going to be for everybody. Again, I'm getting this energy that a child plays a factor. Maybe you were trying to conceive with this person and it didn't work out. My condolences if it didn't. What else am I getting? The sense of a delayed, to a start here in the past. So somebody was acting like a brat. Somebody was maybe going through a breakup with a dependent person. This caused, somebody to go into debt, stress about money, and then therefore focus a lot on their money. Your person could have been committed to someone else in the past. And if so, they were going through a breakup or they were still ill affected, had, hard feelings about a divorce or breakup that occurred and cost them a lot of money in the past, okay, with that Two of Pentacles. They could have been juggling you with someone else in the past and multitasking, weighing a lot of options, whether that's other people or juggling work and home or all of the above. And so now it's like they're doing better for themselves financially, but they can't see a way forward, and they're kind of delaying on purpose because they either have someone else to deal with first or they have, a lot of fears and some denial about the situation. They can't really see it that clearly, and they feel like they want... Like, to them, status and appearance and image and stuff is very important. They're not the most sentimental or affectionate or emotional type person. At least not on the surface. At least not, like, at the egoic level or a personality level. Like, underneath it all in their subconscious, yes. But, like, on the surface, they're more, practical and into their things, into their money and whatever that can get them. So let's look at some more stuff. Let's just keep going. For group 2, angels, spirits, and guides. Aw. Okay, well, I kind of feel like this person feels like, I opened up on the Queen of Cups, that you lavish them with attention and you're very loving and nurturing, and you would make a wonderful mother or wife or both, and that you're healing and supportive, and that you're quite emotional, so you're opposite of this person in that way. Like they said, they feel like you're too far apart. That can be talking about physically too far apart or emotionally or personality-wise too far apart. But they do want to have something with you with that beautiful Four of Wands energy. Like, that much they know. They know this is, like I was talking about, a homecoming or some sort of celebration or reunion with you. They know that that's what you both want to happen. They know that that's what they want to happen. They feel like having that happen with you as well. But they also feel like it's beneficial that there are delays because they're dealing with something else right now. And that could just be them being selfish and they want more time to enjoy their solo pleasures, or it could be that they're dealing with another person and they're trying to get out of that so they can have a fresh new beginning with you. Okay? And it doesn't help when you make things more difficult by being, demanding. And some of you do that. You really want this new beginning. You want it with a passion. And if that's not your message, then don't take it. But overall, bottom line, person does want a reunion with you, okay? And they know that is what you want too. And some of you could have already had this reunion with this person, but I am getting the sense that there has been, like, the brakes have been hit, okay? This person's putting the brakes on the relationship and progressing it any further at this time, even though they know that being with you, like, you're home to them. They want to be at a place where they feel comforted and loved. They know that you can do that for them, that you do that for them. They do have really deep emotions for you. They are your match emotionally, even though it's subconscious for them. They're focused on other things. But they do see you as that person, like they said, that they can grow old with. But you need to relax, okay? Relax. They're hitting the brakes and for a reason, and you need to relax. So don't shoot the messenger. That's what I'm getting there. So let's look at these cards here. We've got perception, okay? Alrighty. So the emotional barometer card that come out for you was, I'm feeling odd. So this person's feeling awed by you. They think you're magnificent. They think you're like the one with the Four of Wands energy. Okay, that is the energy of a passionate and stable, you know, relationship where somebody feels very familiar to you. It can be the card of the twin flame soulmate relationship. And so this person, you know, they're aware and their goal is to break new ground with you, have a new beginning in this connection, perhaps to buy a home with you, build a home with you for an odd few, but have a home with you or just be together. Because anytime when you guys are together, you both feel like you're at home, okay? And for that reason, they do feel like you're awesome. And it feels like all the other problems that you guys might be having right now is going to be insignificant in the grand scheme of things. No matter how oppressive it is right now, no matter how ambitious this person is right now, or whatever it is, you know, it's easy to take ourselves too seriously. But in the grand scheme of things, you know, love is all there is. And that might seem a little corny, and your person's very practical, but they're not stupid, okay? So they know that you put things into perspective for them. Where's that? Perception. You put things into perspective for them. The largeness of this connection and its potential does that. So it doesn't matter what disagreements you guys are having or what other obstacles there are, troubles or disappointments there are. That's all significant in the face of the truth, okay? It's of no consequence. This person has a perspective on the situation that makes everything, all of your guys' concerns or whatever concerns that you have or whatever obstacles that are in this connection, it makes all of that seem really irrelevant because they have such a broader perspective on the whole thing. And then we've got communication. So it's very likely that you have communicated with this person about some of these matters that I talked about in the reading, or you will communicate with this person, okay? You guys do love one another. There is a sense of contentment and fulfillment. This person feels like content in your presence. They do have to depart some sort of situation or go on a journey to be, you know, in your presence or to come together with you, and they will be communicating with you about that. They'll be communicating about the stress, but also the growth that comes from the stress of this change that they're undergoing. And then we've got the worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So I think this person kind of questions when, especially for those of you that give this person a hard time, not that you should, not that you shouldn't, but I'm just saying, like, those of you who really give this person a hard time about the length of time that they've made you wait to make this decision or to come towards you or have a new beginning with you or progress the relationship, it makes this person think, you know, like they're not sure. It puts doubts in their minds. They start to get afraid, and they start to watch you to see, like, you know, just to make sure they're keeping an eye on you, to make sure that everything's on the up and up. You guys are on the same page. You really are compatible, that they're not missing anything. And then, you know, they realize that you still are the one that they can see themselves growing old with. So ultimately they know. So don't be demanding or hard on this person if this is your reading, okay? Because when you do that, it makes this person doubt that this relationship is worth waiting for. Or it gives them even more, so I'm getting that it makes them feel like you feel that this relationship is not worth waiting for. And really, things have to happen when they're meant to happen with divine timing. And so I think your person's tuned into that fact, whether they would put it in those words or not. And you need to be tuned in and aware of that fact as well. That is if you want to be with this person. Okay? Now, that being said, I'm going to get you your charms. And I'm going to take it over to the extended where we're going to look at the future. We're going to get advice, who's around your person, their fears, their hopes, and the big message from Spirit, the outcome on the reading. And then we'll do the Tarot of Sexual Magic over there too. Link for the extended will be down below. Angel Spirits and Guides for group 2. What guidance do you have regarding this reading and how this person feels? We've got beautiful, okay? Person feels like you're beautiful, but you know, they're not going to be pushed around. They're pretty independent and they know what they want and they're going after it. But they do have somewhat of kind of their own style and way of doing things that might not make sense to you. And then we've got maintain your grasp. So they're saying like maintain your grasp, and they feel like maintaining their grasp. They haven't let go of this connection. They're holding on, and it's like if they hold on long enough, you know, that things will work out between the two of you. That, you know, this is a scrappy person. Aladdin never gave up. You know, he took on like a whole group of bad guys or whatever, you know, the king's men, and he fought them all off. So this person's like, I'm willing to overcome. I can fight off any obstacle that we might face in this connection, you know, because I know what potential that we have here. But you need to work with me here, and you need to relax and let this happen, and let me do me. Let me be me. Let me be you, and me be me. Okay? So I'm going to take this over to the extended. I'll see you guys over there. If not, thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe if you haven't already. You can hit the bell to receive notifications if you do subscribe. And then if you'd like a private reading, my contact information is below in the description box. Share in the comment section if this is your reading, and I'd love to hear it, how it resonates. I'll talk to you guys next time. Welcome, Group 3. Thanks for tuning into your reading. I hope you guys are doing well. So go ahead and think about your person. We're doing the How Do They Feel For You reading. We're going to tune into your person's energy. So for the strongest collective energy of everybody who is tuned in for Group 3, how does your person really feel about them? I'm using the Cosmic Cycle Tarot deck today because that's what I was drawn to use. And then I've got some Oracle cards pre-shuffled. And we're going to start off with some messages. And also I've got the emotion cards pre-shuffled as well. Got one of those pulled too. So let me get situated here. Got some different music, so I'm going to turn it down. Not real sure how this is going to go. Hopefully it'll go well. So think about your person. Angel, spirits, and guides for those who have tuned in to Group 3. What would their person like to say to them? The question is, how do they really feel about Group 3? How does Group 3's love interest really feel about them? If you have any answers, Group 3, go ahead and think about them now. Sometimes those answers can come through the cards if you're thinking about the question in advance or while I'm shuffling. How does Group 3's person feel about them? I'm watching and paying close attention to you. I'm making sure everything adds up. I like to know what I'm getting into. That's Page of Swords energy. Could be dealing with an air sign, somebody that has it strong in their chart, but doesn't have to. Got a couple more. More Swords energy, Queen of Swords. You have a very sweet side, but you won't suffer fools. You cut them out and keep it moving. So maybe this person is watching you closely to make sure that you are, you know, how you appear, which is as the Queen of Swords energy, but also maybe they're wanting to make sure that, you know, they're careful, watch their P's and Q's with you to make sure that you won't cut them out, because that they can see that you're the type of person that cuts people out and keeps it moving if, you know, if they displease you or if they do anything against you. But they do recognize that you have a sweet side. And then we've got, you're so high maintenance. It's too much effort to win you over. So this person is like, you are the Queen of Swords, and I get the sense they do think about you a lot. They say that they're watching you, you know, that leads you to think that they're thinking about what they're seeing. And I feel like this contributes to their sort of daydreams or thoughts about you. But at the same time, it's like they're also sensing that, you know, maybe you're a little too high maintenance for them. You know, maybe it's going to be too much work to win you over. So it's a general reading. Just take everything how it resonates and then forget what doesn't. So let's get into it. You're going to have to bear with me. This is one of those decks that is not easy to shuffle. In fact, Just assume that if I'm struggling to shuffle, it's not to delay the reading or anything. All right, give me the benefit of the doubt. It's to, because the cards are, you know, there are reasons, right? So angels, spirits, and guides, for those who have tuned into group 3, side note, for the cheap seats in the back, for the peanut gallery, those who tune in for group 3, their love interests, regarding the messages and how they really feel about group 3, what do we need to know here today? Show me their person's present energy or the present situation. Present situation is Page of Cups in reverse. So somebody is not feeling like, well, the connection is in stagnation. You're probably low communication or no communication. Any communication that you do have is probably very subtle, maybe just through hints and not very good hints at that. There's a lack of communication. You know, a lack of, I'm hearing focus, lack of focused, and a lack of affectionate communication. And that could have been due to one-sided giving in the past. We got the Six of Cups in reverse. So there's that sweet energy that we saw that your person said that, you know, you have a very sweet side, but you won't suffer fools. So it's like if they were selfish with you or took from you and didn't reciprocate, didn't put in the effort on the connection, or if your loyalty towards them was not rewarded or was misdirected in any way, they're looking at it like, yeah, you're not going to be sweet to them again. You're no longer being sweet to them, okay? At least this is how they really feel. And also this person, they kind of feel badly about the fact that they keep an eye on you and they think about you so much, because it reminds them of what they did wrong, and also of the strong possibility that you won't, you know, you won't put up with them anymore, that the strong possibility that you're out of their league, or it's going to be too much effort to win you over. Whether that's true or not, this is what they're thinking, this is what they're feeling. So they kind of feel bad about reminiscing about you in the good old days because of that. So I could be a little bit stuck in the past about the situation. You know, yeah, definitely a lot of you are in separation, whether physically or emotionally. Definitely you're emotionally in separation from this person. But you guys have some key differences, and so that contributes to the lack of communication at present. Okay, then we've got the Seven of Cups as well. So I think your person feels that, you know, by they definitely feel that it helps them, at least, to feel less alone and more connected to you. They actually do feel like you guys are connected, either psychically, telepathically, through your dreams, through your energy, something like that. And so they like to tap into that connection when they're daydreaming. So they really like to daydream about you, but they don't feel like approaching you in real life because they're afraid of how you're going to react. They're afraid that, you know, that, like I said, you're out of their league and it's going to be too much effort or whatever. So, but they do feel like that it helps them, at least, to feel less alone by thinking about you, maybe imagining the good old days, the times that you guys shared together, those sweet moments the two of you shared. It's like this person, I think they have regrets over their choices that they made in the past that led to this place that you guys are currently at. But you know, I think they prefer to have unrealistic expectations, that, or they feel like it's unrealistic for them to expect that this connection is just in stagnation and not completely destroyed or not completely over. So they have serious doubts about this connection being able to continue. That's why they're watching you. They're looking for hints, clues. They're observing you. They're just trying to see, you know, if you are what you appear to be, and they're just trying to figure you out because they don't know the future of this connection, and they don't know where they stand with you, but they're pretty sure it's not. They're pretty sure it's not in a good place. Okay, that wherever they stand with you, it's not a great place. Okay. Got the Nine of Wands in reverse here, and then again with the Page of Swords, the back of the deck. Watching, observing, being skeptical. This person is acting skeptically, and they, in their heart of hearts, feel skeptical in their heart about the situation. With the Knight of, the Nine of Wands here in reverse. This person really wants this time apart from you to end. They don't, I mean, they're pretty much kind of like paranoid, some of them, some of your people. For those of you who are watching, this person needs to have more faith. Maybe they are starting to have more faith. I think the more that they watch you and answer their questions, whatever questions they have about you, and they confirm things that maybe you've done or said in the past, and you start to add up or make sense to this person, then that gives them more faith in you and in the connection's potential. But they're still quite defensive. In their heart of hearts, they're very skeptical, even paranoid and or defensive here. I'm being guided to shuffle again. That good? All right. Okay. Got the Ten of Pentacles. No, sorry, Two of Pentacles in reverse and the Four of Swords in reverse. So your person feels in the past that they were non-committal. Someone was, probably them. Take it how it resonates. Flip-flop it if it needs to be reversed. But what I'm getting is that your person was non-committal, and they had a lot of irons in the fire. Could have been money issues. They were struggling financially or with regard to work and home. There was some sort of struggle with regard to work and home or money related to this connection that made them feel overwhelmed. And so, yeah, the Four of Swords shows somebody that needs to rest but isn't resting. This person could have lost some sleep over you, or just were experiencing that kind of a point in their life in the past with you where they felt very anxious and restless, even like burnt out. If not towards you, then just in their lives in general. But then they took some action. It's like they got fed up with the overwhelmed feelings, and they took some action. We got the King of Pentacles in reverse. So you could be dealing with an earth sign, or they could have it strong in their chart. But this King of Pentacles, their action was perhaps to not take action, okay, to be honest. Doing nothing, you know, what am I trying to say here? You know, not making a choice is making a choice, okay? And so I feel like this person didn't follow through on this connection. This person, again, was having some sort of money problems or identity problems related to their status in life. And I think they, at that time, were just trying to learn from their past. Also, someone could have returned to their life, someone that they had an ending with previous to you, or they're just trying to learn from some sort of ending in their life at that time. Got the Nine of Pentacles, and that was having to do with being more independent, being more confident, building up their pentacles, focusing on themselves, you know, focusing on their status and their own satisfaction and things like that. So this person was being kind of a moody person in the past, to be honest. They didn't have a cup of love to offer you. I'm getting, again, the sense of unrealistic expectations. This person struggles with unrealistic expectations in general and towards this connection, okay? And they felt that way in the past. So let's see going forward here. Like, actually, we're going to look at what this person is aware of. I wanted to pull charms too, so I didn't want to make the card part, the reading part, so very long, because I wanted to interpret some charms for you guys. But let's see. Let me know in the comment section how you like the charms. Is that something that you would prefer to see more of, or just keep more to the tarot cards and the message cards? So what is this person's ideal hope for this situation? Let's ask that. They want to be courageous. They want to have the strength to do something that needs to be done. This person fears rejection. You know, maybe there was a false start in the past, or they fear, you know, even if there was a false start in the past between the two of you, if they rejected you, now they're afraid of it coming full circle and biting them in the butt. Like they're afraid of you rejecting them, another false start, another delay, or you just being flat out mean to them. So they're trying to like fortify themselves because you're the Queen of Swords. So they're trying to, like, regardless of who you are, who's watching, you're the Queen of Swords energy. They're trying to fortify themselves and get strong. It's like they're doing like a Rocky montage, right, in their lives. And if not at the gym, then just like an emotional workout that they're putting themselves through, trying to strengthen themselves for what they kind of feel like, I want to say, is an inevitable, like a face-off here. Wow. Person's also working just on their self-love and focusing less on image and material and superficial things. And they're learning about self-love. They're trying to have the courage to have self-love and the courage to have unconditional love towards someone else. In this case, you. They're dealing with issues of, you know, self-respect, true self-respect. We've got the Two of Wands here. So they're like in this sort of anxious anticipation of a decision that needs to be made regarding an action they need to take. So they know they want to take action towards this connection, okay? They already know that. So let's look at the, yeah, and with the Three of Swords at the back of the deck here in reverse, that's showing me that this person knows that there's healing that needs to take place in this connection. And if they hurt you, they know they have to apologize for that and risk and face your possible rejection, you know, and either way, they know that there's going to be work that's needed in this connection because we already see them as, see them as feeling that you are somebody that's of high value, perhaps a little high maintenance in their opinion. And so to have a recovery with you is going to take a lot of strength on their part. And any recovery after a loss needs to take place as well. Some of them could be, and this is just going to be for a very odd few of you, could be suffering some sort of an emotional loss, hurt, or even a physical illness. Hopefully not, knock on wood, but I have to say it because that's what I'm getting. That they're needing to recover from, they're in the process of recovering from, okay? But I still get, regardless, either way, that this person wants to take action in this connection. They want to take action towards you. They feel anxious about doing that. They're fortifying themselves. They're making themselves strong. They're trying to come into balance within themselves in a way that, you know, that they don't let their fear get the better of them, but at the same time, they don't want to come across weak. They want to be strong, but they want to be authentic. There's a lot going on with this person. It's a lot of anxious energy, but the desire is to move towards you, is to make a decision to take some sort of action, but they don't know yet what action to take, okay? So from the Avalon deck, I've got the Merlin, Alchemy, Justice, Balance. Yeah, this person's wanting to come into balance here. It's like there's some missing component that's not quite there yet for them, because Alchemy is about two elements that have... So two basic elements that come together, but in order for those two basic elements to come together and form something precious, there needs to be an infusion of magic or an infusion of universal energy, like something otherworldly, something unknown has to happen in order for two elements to come together and make something, you know, better. And that's what this person is in search of. And this is why it's so hard for them, because they feel like they're missing something. That's why they're watching you so much. It's like, how can I bring justice to the situation? How can I bring the situation back into balance if I'm missing something? I need to keep looking because I'm missing something, okay? So from the emotional cards, what did we get here? We got, I'm feeling sensual. So this person's feeling sensual towards you. Never fear, this person has sexual desire towards you. We also got the chemistry card from the romance angels. So there's a strong magnetic attraction here. If one of you is with somebody else, I feel there's a really strong temptation. I'm getting like devil energy in the sense of one being tempted to stray from a partner. So really reflect on that before you do that, because there will be consequences, but just generally, more generally, overall, this person feels very magnetically attracted to you. They think you're very sexy. There's electricity in the air when you guys are close to one another. I'm getting this person longs to touch you. They just long to be close to you. And they are in a sensual mood, okay? At the time that you watch this, your person's feeling sensually towards you, but it's not simply sexual, okay? This card talks about it not being just a narrow sexual impulse. It's more of, you know, being aware of how everything interacts with one another. It's that alchemy again, that chemistry to create something magic. So they feel like you're magical. They feel like, you know, you guys' sensuality and your chemistry is magic. And I feel like they can feel you. And they can feel you in a very sensual way as well. Yeah. I think it's, for some of you guys, you make your person tremble. Okay, when you touch them, they tremble. It sounds corny, but it's true. And they continue to remember the times when you guys were, you know, intimate. They reflect on that. That's one of the things that they think about, that they daydream about, fantasize about, and dream about having again in the future. Yeah, it's like you give this person life. So they just, I feel like they give you credit for being that one that, you know, makes them feel like tantric. You give them life, your touch, your sensuality, your connection. It is a force, you know, of its own, above and beyond. You know, it's kind of like a supernatural force, I guess I'm trying to say. So let me get you guys some charms before I take it over to the extended, and the link for the extended will be down below, where we're going to, you know, look at the future as well as your guys' energy towards this connection, and who surrounds your person right now, and, you know, anything else that you might need to know, as well as the likely outcome, which is the big message from Spirit regarding this reading. We'll pull some more messages as well. What else? And tarot sexual magic. But first, just words and guides for those who have chosen group 3. How does group 3's person really feel about them right now? Okay. Your person has googly eyes for you. What I tell you, this person is watching you. They have their eyes on you, and they like what they see. They are very attracted to you. They think you're beautiful. They think you're handsome. They think you're good looking. And then we've got the bell charm here. So some of you could be that bell energy, very intelligent, but again, no nonsense. This is, I mean, I think that fits that Queen of Swords energy pretty well in this case, in this reading, because Belle is somebody that doesn't suffer fools, but she's also got a really sweet side to her. But yet, if you push her, she's going to stand up to you. She stood up to the beast, right? Nobody else could stand up to the beast, but she could. I mean, she was just this little lady, and she stood up to this, you know, very scary animal, beast, man, person, or whatever. She's kind of fearless. And this is how this person looks at you. Very smart, very beautiful. I'm hearing wholesome, too. Some of you are earth signs, but either way. We've got no bad days. We've got, so there could be somebody else in the picture, or this could be a same-sex partnership, but it doesn't have to be. But with the Jasmine there, it's like, to me, Jasmine is more of, and I kind of, you know, even if you're dealing with the masculine, this kind of fits the energy that I was picking up from your masculine, as being somebody that wanted to have a certain status in life, or has unrealistic expectations because maybe they come from money, or they always wanted to have that. And so somebody that kind of is feeling or felt pressured to live their life in a certain kind of way, you know, according to their role in society or their role in the family. And so, yeah, that's coming through as well. And then we've got the chandelier here. So it's just going to show to me that this goes with, you know, these two princesses. Like, maybe you guys, you know, both are very in touch with your feminine side. There's something very opulent or shiny about this connection, something a little upper class about it, or your person wanted there to be. Again, it goes with that energy. I'm getting a little bit of that from you, to be honest, because your person's viewing you a little high maintenance, and then also from your person, because in the past, you know, they felt very overwhelmed by not having enough, and wanting to be that King of Pentacles in the upright, who is Mr. Fancy Pants, but coming out in the reverse instead. So, yeah, you guys have something in common. There's something really quality and you know, shiny, I guess, for lack of a better word, about you guys in this connection, although you might use or manifest that energy in different ways, but we'll see. We're going to go over to the extended. So follow me over there, but if not, hit the like button and Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you do subscribe, you can hit the bell to receive notifications. And if you'd like a personal or private reading, look in the description for my contact information. If this is your story and you feel like sharing, please do. You can do so in the comment section down below, and I'll talk to you guys next time.